Welcome back to Blog Access 101. I'm your host, Young Abashi. This is episode 139. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify by searching Blog Access 101. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the bell so you can get notifications when we release a new episode. Here today, my co-host LR. What up, LR?
What's good?
Not much, man. Let me start off with Damar Hamlin. Glad my guy recovery was good spirits. It's crazy that he asked. The first thing he asked was, "Did we win?" That's like a true athlete right there. But
Right.
but the doctors gave a good note when they were saying he won the game of life because I was like, yeah, that joint was definitely scary. Not just people on the field, but people off the field. Everybody's probably watching the game like, what the fuck? So it was good to see my guy back in good spirits when he was. I guess he's on FaceTime with Michael Rubin and Meek. We're gonna talk about later. Meek people drawing at the Javante Davis fight yesterday. Like, yo, I ain't never see that in no boxing match, but like people in the ring fighting, stop and look over, like, yo, what the hell is going on? But yeah, back to Damar Hamlin. It's good to see that he's in good spirits. I feel like this is automatic to me. It's just a lock for the Bills to win the Super Bowl now. Now they got even more to play for. I thought the NFL could have just gave both teams, the Bills and the Bengals, a W. I mean, because that was just a wild game. So it's like that's something you don't like can possibly plan for. Like somebody gets a rare, what is it? What was it, Komodo contortion or something like that, where you get it's like one of the rare things you get hit in the chest at a specific point in time. Like you can go into cardiac arrest. It's like super rare. So I'm like, I don't even know how you plan for that. But I feel like NFLPA or should just put something in there. It was like, something like that, like tragic to deal with health and injury, like automatic teams should just get two W's. Like both teams get the W. Because I'm like, because like people were saying that game gonna get replayed. I was like, I knew it wasn't gonna get played just based off the fact because the NFL already been scrutiny under that with the concussion this year with Tua keep playing, coming back in, getting injured again. So I was like, it would be stupid for the NFL to try to replay that game, especially when both teams already had a playoff berth. I mean, obviously, Buffalo's playing for that one seed. But I feel like they'll still be good regardless at the two seed, go all the way. Obviously now they got a tougher schedule because they'll play um what the Bengals probably in the divisional round and then play the Chiefs in the conference championship if the Chiefs get there. Because I feel like the Chiefs defense still needs some things to work on. Obviously, they played the Raiders yesterday. That was like a scrimmage game. But they was out there playing a ring around the rosy, crazy. But yeah. So um, hopefully, obviously tomorrow is healthy, hoping to continue to get better. I don't know if he will play again. I mean, probably not this. I was clearly not this year. Maybe I don't know about next year or next, depending on what the doctors say. But injury like that, something like that happened to you. That's definitely going to be like obviously like the traumatizing. Like you step on the field again, you can be like that flashbacks. But yeah, what did you think about his recovery?
I'm just happy. A lot of prayers were sent out for him. And then when I first seen it, I thought he just got a concussion. So I was like, because the way he went down, I was like, oh, dag, he must have just hit his head somewhere and got a concussion. So I was like, dag, I hope he's able to like, come back. And then when like the ambulance came and everything, like it just got crazy. I knew there was no way they were gonna finish the game that night. I knew there was gonna be no way they were gonna finish the game in that same week. I did think they would probably replay it because of how big it was, but the fact that they didn't, I actually don't think it benefits anyone but the Bills because I'm gonna be honest, I knew the Bills were gonna lose that game. I just had a feeling that they were gonna lose, and so I think I told you guys that I thought the Chiefs were gonna be the one seed, and then the Bills would be uh the three seed, the Bengals would be the second seed, and that the Bills would have to go to Cincinnati. But the only thing that happened now is now that the Bills have three losses, the Bills get the whole Cincinnati, and that makes it so much bigger. So they actually do have an easier path to the Super Bowl, especially with them playing. If they play the Chiefs, it'll be neutral site, and I think the Bills are actually better. then the Chiefs. So I do think that the Bills do make the Super Bowl. Now winning, not sure about that because obviously they would have to play the Eagles
Why
and
not make it a Super
uh
What is wrong
oh
with
my
y'all?
goodness. So they would have to play the Eagles and obviously we're pretty equipped to play against the Bills and the Bills defense took a big hit because like Hamlin was like really good. So I'm just glad he's safe. I'm glad he's healthy. I'm glad he his lungs are getting better. I can't wait for the news to come out that he's no longer in critical. I can't wait for the day that he's released. But the fact that he was able to even make an Instagram post, the fact that he's on FaceTime now and just starting to do normal stuff, just makes this football Sunday so much more enjoyable because it definitely was a little sad the days after everything and just waiting on the news. It got crazy, but so I am rooting for the Bills, of course, because I do want to see them have like a really good run just because of everything that's going on. But when they run into the Eagles, sadly, they'll just have to take that L. But it'll be good because
Bro,
as long as
y'all
they make it
not
to the Super
giving.
Bowl, they'll be fine.
Yo, y'all Eagles fans y'all not even making it past us.
You're lying to yourself.
We'll see you second round. Just have that money ready for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Oh, I'll be ready.
um, yeah, man, it was good to see that my guys back and out there in good spirits, man, especially off a crazy freak accident like that. And I always thought Bart Scott was an idiot, but I mean, he kind of put the cherry on top the last week, and he was trying to blame T. Higgins for it. I'm like, bro, first of all, that's a football move. Granted, NFL tried to get like, I guess the offensive players stop putting their head down. But I'm like, first of all, I'm like, when you try and get some extra yards, that's the first thing you do is put your head down, and try to push through. It just so happened that freak accident, they trying to blame the man. I'm like, bro, he already probably felt terrible. Like his mom
Right.
took him out the locker room, and then that's why that's why I tell people all the time, like especially athletes, like, you got to cut this TV off because these announcers be saying some crazy stuff. But hopefully my guy Tia gets in good spirits now, knowing that he's good. Um,
Well, the
well,
dad already said like the dad said it wasn't his fault, and then Damar said it wasn't his fault, and then even Josh Allen said it. So T. Higgins should feel better because like honestly, like I don't even think T. Higgins hit him that hard. It's just like
yeah,
just that spot. It was just like it was yeah, it was a freak accident.
but man, good to see my guy back. All right, man, let's jump to the next topic. Which teams you think will sneak into the playoffs today? I guess I'll start it off. New England. You can cancel Christmas for 2023 if you guys think you guys are making the playoffs. I played the Bills today. From my understanding, I don't see anybody that's sitting for the Bills today. So New England and Bill Belichick, good season champ. Um, it was a good ride. Let's see. Miami plays the Jets. Now you could say that the Dolphins try to find a way to sneak in there. Where they starting a rookie quarterback Thompson or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was like a dumb decision like Tennessee did yesterday, starting Dawes over Malik Willis. My man was out there throwing blindfolded. He threw that one pick. I said, I don't know why I thought that was a good one. I mean, it was 1-on-1, but it was heavily underthrown. Trevor Lawrence is pissing me off yesterday. That fourth quarter. I mean, the defense is doing everything. And the offense just couldn't do and get the ball rolling. Even when he got the interception, he cooked the field goal. I was like, unbelievable. Is Zach Wilson? If Zach Wilson, I think Zach Wilson's playing today. I think the Jets mess around and beat Miami. So I don't see them getting them as well. And the crazy thing, I see Pittsburgh playing the Browns. Obviously, that's a good rivalry game. They got some tension, so it would be great. Obviously, the Browns love it not be the reason why the Pittsburgh is out of the playoffs. But I think Pittsburgh is a team that sneaks in for that seventh spot. What do you think for the AFC?
Oh, that's crazy. I was actually gonna go Pittsburgh too.
Oh, wow. This is real.
But that's wild. Yeah. The thing is, at 8-3, you would never think the Dolphins would even be in this position where they even need help to make the playoffs. Like what? but so the interesting thing, I don't think the Patriots are going to beat the Bills. I actually think the Bills are going to blow them out because the Bills are playing technically for like neutral field in the playoffs when they play the Chiefs, and they need home field when they play the Bengals. So they're playing for something. So I think the Bills actually blow the Patriots out. I don't think that the Dolphins have enough, and I know Joe Flacco is actually playing for the Jets, but I don't know. For some reason, I trust Joe Flacco more than I trust Skylar Thompson. And the Steelers, they've been rolling Kenny Pickett back to back game winning drives to take this team to 8-8. So I think that they finished the job this week. I think they beat the Browns because like the Browns, Deshaun Watson's back, but he's not really back. They haven't played well with him at all. They're playing a lot worse than I thought they would play. I actually thought they would be here like super motivated. But they actually fell out of contention. They did have a good win last week, but I think that was more just bad Carson Wentz than it was good Browns. So I think the Steelers win a low scoring game, and I think they sneak in. And actually, I think when they do sneak in, they actually will give the Bills not a scare, but they'll have a competitive game against the Bills in the playoffs next week.
Oh wow, that man went right to the playoff match. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. That was good answer. That was a good thing. All right, let's go to the NFC now. So we still got one, obviously, again, one spot left. NFC. Seattle plays the Rams. I don't think they lose. I think they just damn, that sucks. Because this Detroit and Green Bay game wouldn't even matter. Because if Seattle wins, it's a wrap.
Wait, I thought Seattle win eliminates the Lions, but I don't think it eliminates the Packers.
Let me see. Detroit win tiebreaks over based on head to head. Let me see the division.
Because I was told that Packers win, they're in.
What? Oh, let me check the playoff scenarios.
Yeah.
Well, go Lions.
Is that what
But
you're seeing too?
no, I'm looking for it. But I definitely because I want to see my man Gino in there, man. He played well. Should get comeback player of the year. I doubt he gets it, but played hell of a year. Um. Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. They all they gotta do is win. That's crazy. Damn. God damn it. I don't know. I want to see Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs again. But then again, I do because then he'll play you guys. Like y'all beat mop the floor with him last time, but I don't see it happening
What are you
again.
talking about? We're the one seed.
Yeah. So if they win. I feel like they go in there and beat whoever the 2 seed is in the first round. And you
Oh, so you have no faith in the Niners because they would go to San Francisco.
nope.
Oh, you're wild.
I mean, I feel like they're going to come out the NFC, but if they got to play Green Bay, could get tricky there.
I think they smoke Green Bay.
Terrible. Well, I mean, this just makes the Seattle Rams game even more watchable. So the Seattle must win today. McVay was talking about stepping down, which is crazy to me, or they were talking about moving on or something. It's weird. Los Angeles Rams is a weird organization. I'm like, bro, they a year away from the Super Bowl, a year removed from the Super Bowl win. But anyway, it is what it is. So I got Seattle winning against the Rams. I guess I got to root for Detroit. I like Dan Campbell as a coach. He's definitely revitalized that franchise. They're no longer the laughing stock of the NFL. That still belongs to the Houston Texans and Denver Broncos now. So I want to see them. So I got Detroit winning today. Jared Goff kind of like he going to not Green Bay, going to Detroit, kind of revamped his the way his outlook, the way people look at him now as a quarterback, because he's playing the way they wish he played with the Rams. So I'm happy for him with that. I love to see players bounce back. Yeah, this ain't a half for Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, we lost to them 2 times in the playoffs with 2016 and 2018. Aaron Rodgers doing some reckless shit, and Mason Crosby kicks a game-winning field goal 2 times in a row. That's one team I would love to see not in the playoffs this year. I feel like that's the only team that's in this NFC right now. That's our Achilles heel is Green Bay. I mean, obviously we won't see them until the conference championship if they get in. But hopefully they don't get in. I would like to see Detroit in there. No, I mean I would like to see Seattle, even though I want to see Detroit beat them for the last game of the season. That would be love. But wouldn't it be lit? No, I don't want to say that because I got Seattle on my parlay. I'm not even gonna speak that into the speak that into the ozone. So yeah, man, I like Geno Smith. I love Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Uh, Kenneth Walker had a hell of a season. You know, I had Chris Olave as my rookie of the year. I think he would have got it if Kenneth Walker the third didn't go off this entire season. He actually got me third place in Legion of Doom league. Shout out to my guy Kenneth Walker. Picked him up in round 13. Crazy work.
Wow.
You know, I had picked him up 13 and then took 2 around 14. Wow.
Wow.
Can I get the greatest draft of all time in fantasy football?
No.
Oh my God, bro! I got 2 studs back to back in the last few rounds. That's where you win championships. Unfortunately, I did not win a championship because my team choked in the semifinals. But we beat our opponent by like 40 points in the third place game. Shout out to my team. I forgot to let me give my team the shout out over there. You know, the podcast league won the chip easily. Money league, we lost. We got 5th place. You know, lost to Gabe. Don't know how that happened. I do know how it happened. He had a nice little hot run, and you know, congrats to him for getting third. What's the other league? Other league got 2nd place. I had Mike Evans on my bench along with Jamal Williams. I was punching air.
Yikes.
I was Cuba Gooding the air last Sunday night. And then the other league, I just got my ass kicked, but I got 2nd place. So. I'm still trying to figure out how I haven't gotten to the finals in the league. I was the 1 seed. I had to put up 173 in the semifinals just to get into the finals, which is crazy in itself. And still barely won, which is crazy. But yeah, man, that's what I think. But yeah, did you have everything to add for the NFC team to sneak in?
If the Seahawks lose, then I'm rooting for the Lions. But if the Seahawks win, then I'm rooting for the Packers because I just don't want to see Geno Smith in the playoffs.
Oh, come on,
I
man. I
said
don't want to
that
see Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna make games competitive. Geno Smith, they're gonna get blown out. And then there's something about Packer 49er playoff games that just brings the best out of everyone. It just brings so much nostalgia back. And I just want to see that. I want to see that again. I do think the 49ers are going to run through the Packers. I think they're going to run through the Vikings. And then I think when we play them, we're going to have a nice close battle, but we're going to ultimately prevail. And then we're going to win the Super Bowl against the Bills.
This guy's insane. I don't know why you keep thinking you guys are going to win the Super Bowl. Y'all might get
We're going to win the Super Bowl.
y'all not getting out the 2nd round, the divisional.
I got bad news for y'all. Y'all not playing us. We're gonna play the Bucks.
Are we betting?
I got to see the spreads and everything. But
Oh,
yeah,
now we got to see the
we're
spread.
gonna play the Bucks.
You heard it here first, people. I said, "Are we betting?" After he said we're not gonna make it past the Bucks, then he said, "I said, are we betting?" He said, "I got to see the spreads." Is
If
money
y'all make it past the
thing?
if y'all make it past the Bucks, then oh yeah, we're for sure betting because then you can play the big dogs, the champs.
No, we won't be playing the big dogs until we play San Fran.
We're the best team. We're gonna show it to the Giants.
Oh,
We're gonna show it to the rest of the NFL in the playoffs after we win that Super Bowl.
you know, that's pretty cute, man. That's pretty cute that you think you guys are gonna can y'all beat the Giants today first? Is my man I think Hurts is playing though, because it went up to 16.5. That must mean he's playing.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the Giants, and we're gonna beat the Giants just because they're the Giants. It didn't matter if they started their starters or if they didn't. We went to New York and we beat them by 30. So I don't care how mad they are about 2 years ago. We were gonna beat them regardless. So it went to 16 and a half before they even said they were resting their starters. Now that they're resting their starters, it's easy game.
All right, so
Easy.
just hypothetical here. If y'all lose today and we win, how sick would you be?
Yo, so then that means we would get to Tampa and we would get our revenge for last year. I was at that game last year. So if we lose and y'all win and we have to play Tampa in Tampa, I'll take that too. Because revenge is always on our mind.
You answer that well, champ. Uh, let's get to the week 18 picks. I guess I'll start it off. Here we go. So obviously, I took the Chiefs over the Raiders yesterday. That was a no-brainer. I took the Jaguars over the Titans, even though I was hesitant with that one, but I'm glad I did. Easy money yesterday, winning that two-team parlay money line, Chiefs and Jaguars. I should have took the -4 alternate spread for the Chiefs. Don't know why I didn't, but just something about the Chiefs not really good against the spread. But then again, I forgot that they were playing the Las Vegas Raiders. Terrible. I was taking the Bengals over the Ravens even before J.K. Dobbins and Mark Andrews are out today. I just knew that the Bengals were going to win. I'm taking the Panthers over the Saints. I just want to see the Panthers win today. So my guy, what's his name, Steve Wilkes, can be the head coach. Shout out to the brothers. I'm taking Steelers over the Browns. Texans over the Colts. People think the Texans are just terrible. They've lost a lot of close games this year. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I can tell you here first. They know how to stick around in games. They're just missing a quarterback at this point. Once they get that, they should be good. You know, Bryce Young is on the horizon for next season, so they should be good. Let's see. I'm gonna look at some games. Well, I mean, they got cooked by you guys, lost by 12, lost to the Titans by 7. Dolphins, they got cooked. They barely lost to the Chiefs in overtime. So yeah, they played some pretty good teams and barely would lose. Taking Vikings over the Bears with Justin Fields out. Bills over Patriots is no brainer. I'm taking Jets over the Dolphins. Just the thought of that they were talking about Mike McDaniels might get fired. I love it because people are saying, how is he getting fired? First of all, y'all fired Brian Flores when he was 8-1 in their last 9 games. And they might end up with the same record if the Dolphins could win today. And I don't think they win. I think they end up with a worse record than they had last year. So that would be beautiful to me. I'm taking the Bucks. I might switch this because I don't know if Tom Brady's playing, but I'm taking the Bucks over the Falcons for right now. I know Stephen A. Sims talk about they need to play because of the rust, and I don't think they need to play. I think they need to keep the rust because they play us next week. so Bucks, if you guys listening, sit your players, just let them rest. Cardinals, 49ers. I don't know why we're talking about this game. 49ers by 30. Cowboys, Washington Commanders. It brings me great joy for our last W to give another team an L, and the first in the new year will be the Washington Commanders. Couldn't have planned it any better. Chargers over the Broncos, even though I don't know why the Chargers are underdogs, but I quickly took that on one of my YOLO tickets. Seahawks over the Rams. I feel like they got to go out with a bang. I had the Giants over the Eagles, but then I saw a couple players were sitting out, so I hurt my soul to go take the Eagles. I took the Lions over the Packers, just to see them. Damn, no more Monday night games. Oh no, it is Monday night. Wait, no, it's Sunday.
No,
Yeah,
Sunday night.
yeah, it threw me off because I'm looking at the pick'em John and it said what would be the total score this week's Monday Night Football, and I'm like, wait, this is Sunday, 8:20. All right, CBS, get your app updated. But yeah, I'm definitely taking the Lions. But who do you got?
Uh, I definitely have the Eagles over the Giants, but I hope the first half the Eagles keep it close, just enough so the Cowboys have to play hard the full game. So they'll be the ones that will be, tired as they travel to Tampa and get ready for the losing to Tampa next week. So hopefully Eagles keep it close first half and then dominate in the second half. Hopefully the fourth quarter, end of third, fourth quarter. But I have the Texans beating the Colts too, just because the Colts are literally the worst team in football. I don't know how the Texans have the worst record. The Colts are disgustingly bad. I still remember the 33 nothing loss when they were up 33 nothing. It doesn't get any worse than that. I have the Vikings beating the Bears, but that game doesn't matter because the Vikings still swear they're going to get the second seed, and that's not happening. I have the Ravens losing to the Bengals. I have the Dolphins. I just said that I had the Jets winning, but now just thinking about everything, do I really want to trust Joe Flacco in an important game against a team that has Waddle and Tyreek Hill? They
And they
have
have
to get,
a
you know
rookie
what,
quarterback start. I don't trust it. But go ahead.
man, you have Waddle and Tyreek Hill, you got to get the ball to them. Just those screens all game. I think I like the Dolphins now, so I switched that to the Dolphins. So I don't know how that works between Dolphins and Steelers, who would sneak in, but I think the Dolphins win today. Um, I think the Saints win today because I hate the Panthers. How do you let Mike Evans get 48 fantasy points? Where was the double coverage? Like
Not even
there was
that.
never
Why didn't they tell me they was gonna let that happen? I would have started him.
right. Like come on. Michael Evans didn't score a touchdown since week 4, and then he had 3 crazy touchdowns. And
Nice.
of course, I always, if I lose on the weird stuff, and of course that cost me a championship. Although I do think I would have won if the Bills and Bengals played, but I'm not gonna worry about that one though. Patriots, Bills. I like the Bills in a blowout. I like the Falcons to beat the Bucks because I don't really think the Bucks are gonna really play anyone. And if they do, it'll probably be like a first quarter thing, and then everyone's gonna rest. I like the Steelers to beat the Browns. I like the Rams to lose to the Seahawks. I like the Chargers to lose to the Broncos because I don't think Herbert's going to play, and I know Mike Evans and Keenan Allen aren't going to play because they're too fragile. There's no way they're going to play on a game that doesn't matter. Um, I like the Niners to kill the Cardinals. I like the Cowboys to kill the Commanders, and because I said Seattle's going to win, I like the Packers to beat the Lions by like a field goal.
That's crazy. Uh that's some Green Bay shit. They always love winning by a field goal.
Right.
But it's good to see, man. But yeah, man, fantasy basketball looking like you're doing pretty good over there, champ.
Yeah, as long as there's no weird. Well, basketball, I like basketball more because usually there's no weird off nights. Like good players are going to be good players, and bad players are going to be bad players. So I have all the good
Bro,
players.
but this
So
crazy thing is people start sitting players for rest and stuff like, bro, like last week I was playing Gabe and Twan League. I haven't had the lead the entire week. And then Friday and Saturday, and it always never fails. Somebody rested, other players got an illness. I'm like, come on, bro.
yeah. Well, if you look at my one in your league, I don't have players that's going to rest. I went for young players that whether they're winning or losing, they're going to be motivated. And I went for people that are looking for redemption. So 2 Knicks players because I know Jalen Brunson wanted to prove he could be a star without Luka, and I went for Julius Randle because I knew Julius Randle wanted to avenge what he did last year. And then everyone else is just young. The only player I probably would get rid of is Jimmy Butler because he just sits out way too much. But my team is so dominant, I can live with Jimmy Butler resting and still beat people.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is a pretty good team. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the chip though.
Oh, the Bitcoin JJ. I don't know why you keep overlooking him.
Bro,
That guy,
he
his
beat
team
me
is
that one
nice.
because he used all his, I see why Twan do 4 ads. I think that's smart now. But like if
Mhm.
he didn't have them 6 ads like that week, he would have been lost. But you know what I got out of that loss? Norman
What?
Powell. Thank you.
Oh, really? Well, look, I don't ever use ads. When I play y'all, I don't use ads because there's never players on my team I want to get rid of. So if y'all have a good week, those are the times y'all are gonna beat me because I'm not gonna add somebody just to beat you guys.
Yeah.
I've made it to like this. These are the players that I want, and the only players I would ever even consider getting rid of is probably Grimes
Yeah.
and Tim Hardaway Jr., but they would have to like slump for like 4 weeks. So yeah, I'm never gonna use that. So
You know who
so y'all
overused
wanna
his
beat me?
ads?
Do that.
BJ, bro. I'm like, damn, BJ had like 4 ads within the first 3 days. I'm like, damn, bro.
Oh, that's he be nervous.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, his team looking really good, but like
Man.
he does use ads a lot, and he's about to lose to you. So, no offense, you are the 11th seed, and he is the
First
one
of all,
seed,
first of all, no, we're not going to do that because let's not act like I
bruh.
have injuries. And bro, but no. So listen, so this is bro, I was supposed to be Gabe last week.
I needed you to be Gabe last week. You failed
Yeah,
me,
then
but
my
then
team, everybody got injured. Like the last few days, people just got injured. Like Kelly Oubre got injured. Sengun uh got sick. I'm like, come on, bro. Y'all wait until Friday to do this to me. Like, come on, bro.
one, what is with this? People sick and then they miss 3 games. Like, how is that even possible? The
Yeah, I
only
be like, yo,
player I've
I be like, yo, they're
ever
not telling them
seen,
they got COVID. Like,
the
it'd be
only player I
crazy.
ever seen come back from being sick after one game was D'Angelo Russell. And honestly, I thought that was wild because he seems the likeliest person to sit multiple games. But like Drew Holiday missed a week because he was sick. That didn't even make sense. Think about this. Andrew Wiggins been ready for like 10 days because he practiced like 10 days ago. They said he got sick and then he missed 4 games. It didn't make no sense. Like, I don't know. This the injuries that happened this year is so unpredictable.
Yeah, you got a nice little
So it's
squad
gonna
over
be
here in Twine League. Don't worry, I'll see you in the playoffs in that league, man. I'm gonna sneak in there.
oh wow. If you make it to the playoffs, I will congratulate you because I don't see it.
I love it. I love the hate. Bro, but
You know
listen to
we
this.
play next week, right?
Yeah, I know I play your sorry ass. Anyway, bro, if I would have won last week in that league, I would have been 4-7. Uh,
Yeah.
but it's like the 6 seed is 5-6. It's not like I'm out of it.
Wait, the 6 seed is 5 and 6.
Yeah, look, the
Oh
six
wait, actually the
six through
6 seed
11.
I like that 6 seed team.
Well,
That team is gonna play
yeah, the
playoffs.
5 seed about
The
to lose.
5 seed the 5 seed is the one you should go after because that team is not a good team.
They just beat you last week, though. But anyway,
There, I had Drew Holiday didn't play all week. He was
here
sick.
come the excuses. What you say?
He was
Poor,
sick.
uh, poor preparation.
But you got to understand, I can't cut people just because Drew Holiday is sick. You got to wait 3 games. Remember, RJ Barrett lacerated his finger on Monday. Last Monday,
Oh no,
he was really on a hot streak. Garland
poor,
was like in and out.
what you say? Proper execution beats poor planning. Oh, now we got the
Oh
excuses
my
when it comes to
god.
you. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. All I'm saying is you'll see. Because look at what did I do? Bounce right back and beat the 2 seed. You know why? Because that's what I do.
Don't worry about it. We'll see you soon.
I can't wait next week.
Who the 2 seed? You playing Gabe? He's the 3 seed.
Well, remember, I beat the 2 seed too.
Oh,
Whoever that bull is,
oh, Twine.
whoever that bull
Not said,
is.
champ. Sheesh. But all right, man. Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, man. Go Eagles. Go. I don't want to say go Packers right now. I'll just say go Eagles for now. Oh, go Eagles, go Steelers. Let's get it.
Oh, no, go
Pennsylvania.
Cowboys.
Let's make the playoffs.
No,
No.
not make the playoffs. Go Lions. Go Seahawks. Go Cowboys. How about them Giants, baby?
Oh my God.
Shout out to
Don't stand a
Saquon, man.
chance.
I doubted you for a second before the season started, but you had a phenomenal season for me in the other league that got me second place. You didn't do shit for me in the championship last week. You got me 6 points, but we won't hold that against you, champ. Appreciate you out there, man. I'm still sick that I had Mike Evans on my bench with 43 points. Oh my god! And then I had
I'm sick that Mike Evans cost me a T. Higgins. No, not T. Higgins. What is that guy? Tyler Higbee cost me the championship in the other league. I was literally rolling, and then he puts up a 30 piece, and I lose by 7. And I put up 145. Who puts up 145 and loses in the playoffs? I was so yeah. So of course Tyler Higbee beats me one week, and then Mike Evans beats me. But I'm glad that it takes impossible numbers for people to beat me, and they don't just beat me because they're better.
Yeah, so bro, I kind of mixed up on this one. Mike Evans had the third easiest matchup last week with the Carolina Panther versus receivers, and then I started DK Metcalf, who got me 0.8 fucking points. 0.8, LR.
Wow.
0.8. And I shouldn't have started him. Because obviously they're playing the Jets, and they're obviously their defense is good against wide receivers with Sauce Gardner and the guys. But it was just like DK Metcalf to me was just consistent throughout the year, especially more than Mike Evans. So I just went with my gut, and I went wrong that time. I should have just followed the projections of the matchup and should have just went with Mike Evans. So it is what it is. I would have had 2 championships, but it's all good, man. As long as you get one, that's all that matters.
I'm getting 3 next year because I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Oh boy, you got cooked in all the league. Hey, bro, did you find out who was the owner of the league? He didn't respond no messages. Like I don't even remember what the pot. I remember it was 25 we put in for that journal. I don't know what the winnings were.
So if it's 25, it's 12 teams. It probably, knowing him, he would probably do only first and second place, and it probably would be
Oh, that's crazy.
200 and no, that wouldn't make sense. He would probably do 250 and 50.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hmm.
So I think this is a one and done for this league. I'm gonna have to find another league next year.
Yeah, because I don't see him doing third place.
That's crazy. Who doesn't do third place?
Well, it's so because the pot is so little.
True
He
that.
would have to he has to up it. Like $25 is too little now. So I mean,
Yeah,
next year
I
I'll
just did
probably
it
tell him
because
to make it 50.
because I just did it because I know you said you gotta need an extra person. So I was like, what the hell?
Next year I'm gonna tell him to do 50.
Yeah, I might do it again if you do that. For real, for real.
Yeah, that'll be a lot better.
It need to just be 100, but so but it's all good, baby. But anyway, yeah, man, appreciate you coming out, brother.
Let's get it. See you
Yes.
next week.
All right, brother.